now, Burt? Well, I wanted to bring you guys to a place that I lived for 2 years, beginning of being in school and college. And I'm actually here at Wood Hall. No, there is not wood here. I don't know why they would call it Wood Hall. Actually, I'll tell you, because the guy, you know, they named buildings after certain people. Well, the guy named Wood, this was dedicated to him in his honor. But I wanted to bring you here because this is where I actually spent 2 years of school here. I used to park in this parking lot, and I'll take you down to where I was actually in the dorm. Right here, funny story, I used to ride my bike to class every day. Well, for the first year. There was all these nice bikes here, really, really nice. Mine was at the very end. It was a crappy bike, guys. It was a crappy bike. I even took the seat off of my bike so that people wouldn't want to steal my bike. Guess what happened? Out of all the nice bikes here, mine got stolen. Go figure, I don't know. So, I used to walk down these steps. Now let's just see if I can remember exactly where I stayed. I think I do. And the way that Wood Hall works is it was a setup in a suite. So there were individual, I don't even know the best way to describe it. There were individual rooms within a hall, and they were sectioned off. Let's see if I can show it here. Well, that's not a good way to do it, but basically, this is where I was, 314. Locked, of course. They had these rooms, which were just a one-person room. This was a one-person room. No one lived here. But I actually lived. I used to come in 314, right here, and my bedroom was the one that, as soon as you walk in, was straight back. And it was kind of like in the shape of a, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it was kind of in this shape. And there was multiple rooms. Good friends of mine stayed in this room. I don't know what that is, that device. But yeah, this is where I spent the first 2 years. Wood Hall. It was kind of way out of the way. It took forever to get to class. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Wood Hall. It was nice. They've done renovations since then, so it looks a lot better now. In regards to the rooms, ours were dirty. It took us 3 to 4 hours just to clean the room before we even wanted to put anything down. I'm a neat freak, so it kind of makes sense, but let's take you down to the front of Wood Hall. Guys, I want to show you this funny story. I used to ride my bike, and I didn't like to go over down the steps here, so I'd always go down this little path right here. Well, now there's pine straw, but when I went, it was on a rainy day, and I went flying down this side part here. I got to the very end of this brick here, and it looks like they filled it in, but right down here, man, I wiped out. I fell off my bike, skinned my legs up and everything, messed it all up. The worst part about it, it was in front of 2 really pretty girls walking up this. So they saw me. It was embarrassing, but they also were like, "Oh, are you okay?" Blah, 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 blah. So maybe I did it on purpose, maybe I didn't. None of this has changed. This is all the same. Well, entryway, they've added a couple benches and stuff, but this main building right here was where you kind of check in, and they always had like a RA sort of person that would be here, and if you ever had any questions or needs, maintenance, you come to this building. So yeah, that's Wood Hall. show you one other place at NC State. Graffiti in a tunnel. What's that all about? Well guys, this is the Free Expression Tunnel. Really popular here at NC State. Basically you can just come in here with any sort of spray paint or paint or anything and just color whatever you want. You can see people just do their own designs, and after so often they'll come and chip it all off because it kind of just starts to build up after a while. But this has been something that's been here for a long time. People even do the lights. Sometimes due to rivalries, there's like, let's say for example NC State is playing UNC. Well, UNC will come and paint this whole tunnel blue, Carolina blue. Well, that's just how they do it every year. But it just gives people an opportunity here at NC State to kind of just express themselves, and they just paint stuff all over the walls here. And it's kind of become a kind of a staple of NC State. So it's pretty cool. I'll show you some other stuff. Guys, where am I at now? Well, I wanted to bring you to the kind of the thing that you would recognize most if someone said NC State, other than the Wolfpack, kind of the staple for NC State. So behind me is the Memorial Bell Tower, and whenever they win, whenever something happens where NC State is victorious, whether it's football, basketball, a big win, they will change this bell tower to glow red, and it's really, really cool. A lot of people come to take pictures. It's kind of one of those things, if you were to type in NC State in Google Images, this will pop up. But this sits right at the heart of campus, right in the middle, or right, I guess, actually at the beginning of campus. And you can see how tall it is compared to me. But yeah, this is a kind of a cool thing that represents NC State that we have, and I just wanted to show you guys. That's the bell tower.